Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We got the Charming Charmeleons up against the Master Mewtwo's. Charmeleon starting off with Cleffa, while Toxel is on the field for the Mewtwo's. Toxel going to start with an Esper Wing. Does a decent amount of damage to the Cleffa, also raising its speed. Cleffa makes its first turn with the Baton Pass. Interesting, no changes to its stats, so it's just swapping out, which might give the Charmeleons an advantage. We'll see what happens. There goes the Piplup on the field now. There goes Toxel. Toxel going for the Poltergeist. Going to, oh, Piplup avoids the attack, so that does not hit, and Piplup gets to go for a Solar Beam. Gonna charge up some Sunlight right now and hit in the next turn. That will be not very effective against Toxel though, so not the best move to use for 2 turns. There goes the Sword Stance. Mewtwo's capitalizing on the free turn they get from the Solar Beam charge, as Piplup hits it with that Solar Beam, doing just a little bit of damage. Toxel gonna go ahead with a Gust here. Gust not strong enough, barely does any damage to the Piplup as it looks to return fire. No, it goes for a Soak, changing Toxel into a Water type. Would have been better to do that first and then go for the Solar Beam, but Toxel is a Water type now. Tries for an Aurora Veil, that does not work. And Piplup gets to move forward, this time with a Gyro Ball, which is now not very effective because you changed it to a Water type. I'm not sure with the strategy here from Piplup. They're not doing the best. There goes Toxel once again, this time with a Lumina Crash. That puts Piplup in the yellow, also lowering its special defense, but raising its special attack because it has competitive. There goes Piplup once again, this time with a Dazzling Gleam, and that will do it. It's not resisted, and Toxel gets knocked out there. Rowlet out on the field for the Mewtwo's. It has the typing advantage. We'll see if it can handle Piplup here. Goes for a Super Fang. Super Fang doing half of the Piplup's remaining health there, as it goes for a Burning Bulwark. That failed. That would have been super effective. That would have been real dangerous. Here comes Piplup again, this time with a Memento. Excuse me, that was Rowlet. Rowlet's going to just give up, I guess, trying to lower Piplup's stats, but it raises its special attack twice here because of competitive, making Piplup pretty dangerous. Piplup taking its turn, tries to use the Icy Wind, but since Rowlet made itself faint, it hits nothing. And the Mewtwo's already down to their last Pokemon. It's the Caparuzza. Here comes Piplup. Faster than the Caparuzza with a Strength. It's not very effective. And it goes for a Poltergeist. Second time the Mewtwo's have tried it. This time it will work. So gonna hit Piplup with its own item and knock it out. So Piplup's taken out. Charmeleons send their Cleffa back out on the field. This is a huge mismatch though, as Caparuzza goes for the Terrassalization. Gonna change his typing here to the Bug type. Cleffa has a chance to give the Charmeleons a bit of an advantage by knocking down Caparuzza's health. There goes the Hurricane though, and Cleffa's in the red. I'm surprised it survived. There goes the Nasty Plot. Not the time to set up. That actually, I think, was a bad idea, setting up at the moment. And the Bitter Blade coming from the Caparuzza, and Cleffa goes down. So the battle has been evened out here. Mewtwo's forcing the Charmeleons to send out their Alola. There goes a High Horsepower. Would have been super effective if it wasn't for the Terrassalization and the power swap from Caparuzza. Here we go. Alola is going to Terrassalize, changing his typing. So Alola, now the Ghost typing. That is a really good type to Terrassalize into, giving you some immunities. We'll see how it works. There goes the Fiery Dance, which is super effective. Still not doing a whole lot. Caparuzza takes that easily. as it goes forward here with a Stun Spore. Going to paralyze the Alomomola. See if that gives the Mewtwo's a little bit of an advantage. There we go. Copperajah gets to go again, this time with the Will-O-Wisp, which is not the smartest move since it already paralyzed Alomomola. So it gets to go again here, this time with the Water Pledge. The Water Pledge lands, only a little bit of damage though, not a whole lot. And Alomomola goes for a Spore. Interesting. Spore lands and Copperajah falls asleep. Here goes the Alomomola. This time it's gonna go for a Psychic Noise. That does a decent amount of damage. Copperajah is still in the green though, almost at half its health. And it's still sleeping. So the Charmeleons have had plenty of time here to get some attacks off. There goes the Fire Lash, super effective. Copperajah goes down into the red. And here we go, Copperajah still asleep. That's 3 turns now, I believe, and Charmeleons are taking advantage. Well, not this turn, as they go for a mean look. Copperajah would not have been able to switch out anyway. There are no other Pokemon. It finally wakes up. Could this be the turn of the battle? There goes the super effective Shadow Ball against Alomomola. It does take it, but that was dangerous for them. Alomomola goes now and goes for the Flower Trick, which will be resisted, but it's enough. Copperajah goes down, and the charming Charmeleons get to come away with the win here. That was closer than you would think it would have been. The Charmeleons had an advantage at the beginning, but they kind of let that go towards the end. However, the Mewtwo's just couldn't hang in there, and Charmeleons come away now with another win.